Hey everybody, welcome to my presentation for CT395-900. This is my presentation on John the Ripper password cracker. This is it's an open source password cracker. It can be used on Linux, Windows, Mac. Several different operating systems. I'm going to take you to the website where to download it. It's openwall.com/John. This is going to be where you're going to find the file. I did a Windows installation, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to scroll down. You're going to scroll down to John the Ripper 1.7.9. That's the Windows binary. And this is going to be the file that you're going to want to download. Now, when you download this file, there is a good chance that you are going to be prompted to dismiss the download, because or at least I'm using Chrome, and Chrome wants to block it because it thinks that it's going to be malicious. It's not going to be a problem. I think that it just kind of looks at it as malware, but it's okay. So I wouldn't dismiss it. What I would do is go to show all of your downloads, which is going to be on the right. Again, if you're using Chrome, and I would recover the malware. For this, I'm going to go ahead and say be safe, just because I've already installed it. But there are some good installation tutorials that you can find on the internet, which I would recommend just looking over. It's not terribly hard. It's just so you don't want to mess up your system or anything. The best thing to do is you're gonna download the file into your C drive, and you're going to rename it John. You're going to need to extract it. And inside John, you've got your documents, and you've got run. And inside run, what you want to do is, I made a copy of my command prompt and copied it into the run folder and renamed it John the Ripper. Now I'm going to type in John, and this is going to give me a list of options. You've got single crack mode, it's going to tell you, it's going to give you your copyrights, your where the home page is to find it. The copyright is 1996 to 2011, by Solar Designer. This is version 1.99. And these are going to be all of your options right here. All of your options for trying to crack a password. And we're going to go into those in just a second as soon as we decide to do the tutorial. And down here, this is going to show you that it can crack any of these different types of encryptions. DES, MD5, list goes on. Now what you're going to want to do is create a new text document inside your run file or folder. and just name it hash. This is going to be where we're going to store some encrypted passwords along with usernames. I've already done that, so I'm going to delete this real quick. And this is a website that I found, cherylcantor.com/encryption.php. This is just going to allow you to create a username and a password, and it's going to return that password to you in one of two encrypted forms. So I'm going to put in a username, Hoffenstein, and password for this, I'm going to use something fairly similar, or fairly simple. We're going to use bleach, capital B at the beginning, and create. And as you can see, it's created a DES encrypted password, and it's also created MD5 encrypted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this whole thing, username and encrypted password, and I'm going to save it into my hash file. So after we save it to the hash file, we go back over to the command prompt, and I'm going to type John #txt, and this is going to be the basic cracking function. Hit enter. As you can see, I have been getting this this warning, but I've looked it up and I can't seem to find anything about it, and the program still seems to work fine. So, but it has loaded one password, one hash, and now it's attempting to crack it. Sometimes this could take a while. Most of the time, it does not. And if you can hit enter, and you can see, exactly, what it's been trying. And as you can see, it took just under a minute, but it cracked this password. Bleach with a capital B. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to type John #show, and that is going to show all of the passwords from this particular document that John has cracked. I'm going to show you a little bit of the functionality here. I've gone back into my hash, and I've created some new passwords and some new users. We've got Hoffenstein, we've got user 1, we've got user 2. The Hoffenstein and user 1 or user 2, I'm going to do a MD5 encrypted password. So what we're going to do, John hash.txt, and it's going to give us a message that there's more than one type of encryption going on in this document. But it has found that there are multiple passwords, and it has already come back with user 1 password, which was a DES, and that was Mega Man. It took a few seconds. I boarded the session using Control-C because I'm going to give you the functionality for to find the different types of formats. So you're going to do the same command, but with //format equals MD5. And as you can see, it comes back with a very common password, one love. And now we're going to take a look at using a word list to find one of the passwords. So this last one, we're going to do John #text --word list, and then equals the name. It's going to be equals the name of the word list. I made a list called testlist.lst, and this has a lot of passwords, commonly used passwords that I got off the internet and created this list, and then I added some of my own just to show you how it picks them out. So we're going to do John #txt word list equals testlist.lst. And you can see that it runs through it pretty fast, and it already picked out the password Clemson1, which is exactly what I put in there. That was also on the list. And so yeah, that's John and John the Ripper, and I hope this was informative. And you should check out. There's a good bit of tutorials to check out, and they're extremely helpful.